Hi, today I'm having a look at the Omega 8226 Masticating Juicer. It's the same model as the 006. The difference is one's for UK market, one is for the US market. I've always been a user of a centrifugal juicer, so for me playing with a masticating juicer is going to be a new experience. This particular model has been loaned to me by the Organic Food and Cafe in Dubai, and they've just started selling this masticating juicer, which hasn't been readily available in the Dubai market, so it's something new and something that we want to have a look at. I'm going to try making a juice today with some beetroot, celery, carrots and apples. Very good detoxifying juicer. It's very simple and straightforward. Turn the juicer on and start feeding in your ingredients. You have a plunger. If you get stuck, you can just help it on its way. We're going to start with some of the beetroot because beetroot's really hard. And then we're going to start mixing in the other ingredients. And see how what comes out of here is actually very dry. And as you can tell, it is very quiet. This machine is far quieter than the centrifugal juicers that I've used in the past. So very quickly you start getting juice. Today I'm using a sieve top, just so that the juice is very pure and we don't get a lot of fibre coming through in there. So this is where your plunger comes in handy. Add a little bit of celery here. There we go. Push that down. There we go. We'll pop in some apple. So you can alternate the ingredients as you put them in to make sure that the juice is well mixed. The wonderful thing about this juicer, as opposed to the centrifugal juicer, is that it can juice hard and soft fruits and vegetables. So whereas with a centrifugal juicer, if I was making something that had, say, berries, I would have to juice the harder things like the apples and the pineapples, but then I would have to blend in a blender the strawberries or blueberries or whatever I was using, whereas here you can just zap them all through in the same place. The only thing I have found so far that I am a little bit put off by is the fact that I have to prepare stuff so much more. And this is a personal favourite thing about my juicer, my centrifugal juicer, is the fact that I have a chute on the juicer that's big enough to put in, for example, in whole apples or whole pieces, bigger pieces of fruit. So this does take a little bit more time to prepare your ingredients, but having said that, what I've learned so far is that you get a lot more juice out of the juicing process. It also does a lot of different things. You can make pasta with this. So it has various attachments. This one is a straight through with a filter. There is another attachment that blocks the bottom, blocks this part here off. And you can make a pasta dough, stick it in through the same chute, and you put a little attachment on here and you can make spaghetti. You can also make minced beef or minced meat, any you choose really. So it's very, very versatile. As you can see, there's quite a lot of juice coming out here, and what's coming out, the pulp that's coming out is not really pulp, it's more like it's like sawdust really. It's quite dry and it's a very, very bitty consistency, so really all the liquid has been taken out of the juice. Put some more carrots in here because I have quite a few. All of these juices are very, very high in vitamins and minerals. Beetroot in particular is a very, very good antioxidant. It's very good for cleansing. The beetroot's a bit of a nuisance to prepare because obviously it dyes everything. So when I cut this up, I do it wearing rubber gloves, latex gloves. than I would normally use them to feed it in. The other thing to mention today, everything that we're using here is actually organic produce. If you're not used to using organic produce in your juicing, it was a brilliant thing to do because the taste is remarkably different to sort of mass-grown produce. Just be sure that it is clean, you know, that you've washed things and that you've prepared them properly, and yeah, you're ready to go. It's very simple and straightforward. So we've now juiced all of our ingredients and we have a beautiful tub of red juice ready to drink. What we used in this juice was 1 quite large organic beetroot, 4 ribs of celery, 5 carrots and 2 apples, as I said before, all of which were organic. This is the result of the juicing. This is the pulp that's left. As you can see, it's very dry, whereas in the centrifugal juicer, this pulp is very, very puree almost. It's very, very wet. So this, you've got a lot more of the juice content has come out of the vegetables and the fruits. And then over here we have the juice. I'm going to pop this into this glass over here. And so we have a beautiful glass of ruby red juice. All that remains now is to taste it. Beautiful. You get the flavours, really strong flavours coming through from the celery, sweetness from the apple, but most of all you can get the sweetness from the juice. And one of the things that I must say I really like about this juicer is when I do juice beets, they don't taste gritty, they don't taste dirty. I find a lot of the time when I juice them with the centrifugal juicer, the flavour that comes through with beetroots is a little bit earthy. This, you just really get the sweetness, and yeah, it's delicious and it's good for you. So in my books, the masticating juicer is definitely the way to go. One of the things that I'm looking forward to giving it a go with is some leaves, and we're going to be doing that one later on. Thanks for joining us.